Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Unfiltered CC, where I'm all about grit, grind, and greatness. So today's topic is how and when to clap back like a boss. I'm gonna say that again. How and when to clap back like a boss. The smartest people, aka true bosses, they don't throw hands, they throw lawsuits. I'm gonna say that again. The smartest people, true bosses, do not throw hands, they throw lawsuits. They know their value. They not throwing hands, they throwing lawsuits. They take action. So today I just want to give you some of my top tips on how to clap back like a boss. Let me just, some of the smartest people, geniuses, but it don't even take you being a genius to understand this. You get to choose how and when you're going to respond. You get to choose how and when you're going to respond. Like, I seen that modeled at such a young age. I've seen that modeled. I've seen people walk it out. You're like, when I was in elementary school, I'm like, dang, she a boss. Like that, he is a boss. What? You see how they just handle that? My thing is, I know you've experienced that. You've seen that person, they handle things cool, calm, collective. I'm going to say that again. CCC. Now, I'm Unfiltered CC, but when I think, and my initials is for Sharice Cannon, but think CCC, all right? Cool, calm, collective. Those are true bosses. First of all, they not easily moved because they know their value. Not only that, they know the God they serve, right? They know their higher power. So they not even flustered, but so much. Like they not. Great composure. So that's my tip. Tip number 1. I want you to ask yourself, is it even worth the response? Is this even worth your response? And if you choose to respond, like when, right? So many people, like the world have trained, like it's so many things to try to make you impulsive. You know, even in the mornings, like immediately checking your email, immediately making a phone call, immediately like start your morning off in peace. Like start your morning off in greatness. That's a whole nother video though. But tip number 1, is it even worth your response? And if so, when? Tip number 2, how to respond in a way that would teach people how to respect your boundaries. How can you respond in a way that would teach people how to respect your boundaries and also that is solution oriented? You know, how can you respond to XYZ? You know, like I said, a lot of things don't even deserve a response, period. Like that's what they some people are looking for a response. And when I know that, sometimes I will block you all the way out. Like I am the queen of blocking. Will block you and have been since I was a kid. Anywho, yeah, so just know that. Ask yourself that. So like I said, tip number 2, I'm gonna re-say this one, reiterate, how to respond in a way that will teach people how to respect your boundaries and also that is solution oriented. Tip number 3, everyone is not your assignment. Can you say it again, CC? Can you say it again for the people in the back? Everyone is not your assignment. You get what I'm saying? You need to know when God put people in your life and when people just kind of come in your life and when people just like, understand, everybody's not meant to even learn from you. Everybody's not your assignment. Everybody's not meant to learn from you. Everybody's not meant to, thrive with you. Like, you just got to understand, is this your assignment or not? Pray, only God can show you that. Like, is that person even in your assignment? You know how people say a reason and a season? You want people to grow and to thrive and to benefit. You know what I'm saying? When you're walking out in your greatness, having that heart of service and acts of service mentality, that's what true leaders do. That's what true bosses do. But that is a whole nother video. Okay. So like I said, tip number 3, everyone is not your assignment, child. Everyone is not your assignment. Tip number 4. Everything does not get an immediate response. I kind of said that earlier, but everything doesn't get an immediate response. Just get in the habit of doing it. Some of the most billionaires, this is how they think. You know, not to say that you got to be a billionaire, but I'm just saying the greats, this is how they flow. It's funny because I naturally been automatically doing this before I even knew that the greats rolled like that. Anywho, so just understand that. Tip number 5, and I'm looking at my notes. I don't have no teleprompter, all of this, honey. I'm just bringing you this truth. I just wrote down these gems of wisdom, so I'm bringing you these gems. Tip number, hold on, where we're at? Get immediate response. Okay, tip number 5. Response in a simple way at first, right? How to clap back when somebody coming at you with a negative vibes, when they got the most to say. Keep it simple. A few words, right? Up front, keep it simple. You could just a few words. Figure out which words you want to say and keep it simple. Then wait 24 hours. While you waiting 24 hours high, because you really could just come back and shut them down. Like, as smart and as intelligent you are with my words, I could shut you down alone. Like, but I choose not. I understand that ain't even it. That's not even it. Great composure, right? But the thing is, pray. So while you're waiting, keep it simple, short, abrupt, whatever response. Pray and ask God. God, how should I respond? Pray and ask God the best way to respond about it. That's what people don't tell you. I've seen some of the smartest people. Well, I've seen, people that were successful in a sense to where they had the money, but they didn't know how to respond. Like, they didn't know how to respond to clapbacks. They didn't know a lot of people, they don't know how to respond to certain things. I've noticed that. That's where personal development comes in at. Like, me showing you a picture of a Tesla, somebody showing you their Tesla is not going to help you with obstacles and dealing with people and conflict management, like all kinds of things like that, like addressing people, knowing how to talk to people, knowing how to set your boundaries, all of that, that's personal development. So that's why I said, like, what is a Tesla when people don't even know how to, like, flow through their day like a boss? And I know I use the word like a boss because that is one of the titles of one of my most recent books, Like a Boss. And what I mean by that is you have to be the boss of your life. It don't matter if you work for somebody. Are you the CEO of your life? Are you the boss of your life? You get what I'm saying? So you making that decision, I would say, just making that decision, because you can't work for somebody else, but being the boss of your life, that means you always gonna advocate for yourself, period. You always gonna choose what's best for you, period. And you're gonna, like, respect your greatness. You're gonna see your greatness and you're gonna respect your greatness. Let's see. Okay, so like I was saying, tip number 5, at first, respond quickly, or what I would say, like, when somebody coming at you with a bunch of negative, you can respond quickly in a short way, but then wait to truly respond within 24 hours. Pray and ask God. First of all, you got to understand that God knows all and he sees all. He's going to give you the best overall guidance. Like, that's what wisdom says. You know what I'm saying? The flesh may want to be like, oh, I'm going to clap back. No, wisdom says, child, please, you ain't got nothing to prove. And you're a true boss. You know your value. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know your value. You don't even, like, when people go low, you keep going high, right? Keep going high. And this is how you do it. All right, we're getting ready to go to our next tip. This is what I call, in a lot of my videos, you'll hear me talking about responding with greatness. Responding with greatness. Like, that's what's really going to help you. And some of my tips to help you respond, my number 1 tip with helping you to respond with greatness, first of all, understand that for every seed that person sow, I'm giving you the word right here. I got to incorporate the word on this one. This is how you respond with greatness. For one, everything a person sow, that shall they reap. So whatever they sow, you ain't got to worry about them. They shall reap it, right? If they sow in positivity and good, they shall reap that, right? it doesn't mean that people can be showing, you know, all of these positive things, and that they're not going to go through, you know, trials and tribulations. They're not going to go through, you know, hard times, because you have to go through the process regardless. If you want to be great, you're going to have to go through the process. But that's a whole nother topic. Anywho, my next tip of how to respond with greatness: don't engage in vengeance. I'm going to say that again. That's a powerful one. Do not try to get vengeance from anyone. You don't have to. Let me tell you what God says. God says, vengeance is mine. God says vengeance is his. Let me reword it so we don't have anybody trying to misconstrue. Okay? God said vengeance is his, and he will shut it down better than you ever can. He will handle them better than you ever can, right? Now, I know I talked about yesterday, one of my affirmations is I have more people for me than against me. I'm going to say that again. Say it loud for the people in the back, CC. I have more people for me than against me. That needs to be one of your daily affirmations. I don't worry about the few, because I know that God told me. He showed me. He don't prophesy. He don't say, period. I'm here to impact the masses. I'm not going to waste my time on a few when I know that more people are for me. More people are for and need the motivation. They're here to get what I'm putting out. You get what I'm saying? And they're in your corner. Like, they're in my corner. I know that for facts. God already said that. So not only that, start speaking that daily affirmation over your life. One of the most powerful affirmations you could ever speak. You got to remember, power is in the tongue. Whatever you say, you have, right? Now, you got to put that work in, too, that grind. That's a whole nother video. Anywho, but like I was saying, that's my daily affirmation. I have more people for me than against me. Depending on your situation. So it depends on, a lot of people say when to clap back. Now, certain situations, you got to know when to take legal action. You get what I'm saying? Certain situations, you got to learn how to know when to take legal action. And I'm not going to go into detail with all of that. But those are my tips on how and when to clap back like a boss 2023. Actually, I said 2023, but it's evergreen, because that information is not going to get expired. Oh, thank you for joining my channel. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Here, I'm all about grit, grind, greatness. I'm all about motivation and personal development. All right, have a good day, guys.